Okay, today's unboxing day. I've been wanting a multi-effects processor for a little bit now. Last multi-effects I owned was I think a Line 6 M13, which is probably about 12 to 15 years ago, I think, somewhere in that zone, maybe like 14 years ago. And decided, like, what did I need that for? I have a bunch of pedals. Why do I have this thing? And the processor prior to that was, I want to say it was a Boss ME 80, maybe something like that. ME60 was one of those, and then like a GT5, I think, way back, or GT3, I can't remember. Anywho, I've been into stomp boxes for a really long time, using regular effects, and I've been jonesing for a new era of multi-effects, i.e. either the Kemper or the Quad Cortex or the Fractal FM3. Then the Fractal VP4 came out, and I've been hemming and hawing about that. Those of you who watch the channel know. Those of you who follow the Studio Rats, I'm on their live feed every Wednesday, and I've been going on and on about it and not putting my money where my mouth is. So today, I actually got something. So I'm super excited about this. I think I'm going to primarily use this for recording. And I think it'll just make life easier for me. Although I am very partial to my Blue Guitar Amp 1. And let's see here. I'll get rid of this big box here in a second. So far it's packed well. Okay. There we go. Neural Quad Cortex. So I do own a few Neural plugins, I think about 4 of them. And I do like them, but, you know, I've been, like I said, using my Amp 1 exclusively. So anyway, I was on the fence about a Fractal, and I know that their delays and their reverbs are, you know, superb from what I understand. Never played through a Fractal, but I did hear a few reviews of this Quad Cortex, and I was kind of blown away by it. So we're going to get this opened up, and we're going to see what we got here. And I also got the exclusive white and gold edition, which is Sweetwater's exclusive edition or color. I figure it's just different than the average bear, so why not try that out? And being that I really don't gig, at least right now I'm not, the white will be fine. It'll be fine, that's what they say. So we'll take the plastic off here. Just slide off, possibly. There we go. Okay. And hope I'm opening this right. Be very expensive. Whoops. Okay, just a lid. Put this down here, guys, real quick. Oop. Guess this is the foam top. Ooh, this really does look good. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm super excited about this, guys. I'll tell you what, we're going to get this thing out of here. We're going to get it plugged in, and we'll see what I think. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we got it all set up, and it was fairly easy to get it set up. I was a little confused at certain parts about which interface I was going to use. Was I going to use the interface from the Quad Cortex, or was I going to use my interface, my Focusrite interface that I have plugged into my computer? So I decided to go with the one to the computer. I have the XLR plugged into the interface, and I also have a USB cable connected to the computer so I can use the downloadable software where you can remote control and change patches from your computer instead of from the unit itself. But I feel that I should probably work more on the unit itself so I can get used to that interface instead of the one on the computer. But I don't think it really matters, but if I ever take it somewhere, I really need to get my head wrapped around how to use that. Now listen, I'm an analog Stompbox guy. I told you I haven't had a multi-effects in a long time, so I'm kind of out of date with this stuff. But I was able to make a couple of quick patches for myself without any real problems, which was kind of nice. You know, I didn't want to do a lot of in-menu stuff and then be confused and then get, like, agitated with it and then not want to use it. I don't think that would be, you know, money well spent. So At any rate, this is a couple of patches that I've already made. So this one's named Vinny 1 because that's what I was messing with. So I'll show you what I have going on here. I have a compressor going on, a solid state compressor. I have the pretty much the green 808, which is a tube screamer. I'm using a Freeman 100 watt lead head, and the cab IR is the 412 British 60A. And let's see here. Also, right after the cab, I have a digital delay in mono because that's how I'm running it right now, and I also have a plate reverb, and that's pretty much it. So here's how it sounds. And as you can see, I've only have a couple hours into this thing, and I'm already able to kind of push the buttons and kind of know somewhat what I'm doing. So here, this is what the sound sounds like. Kind of addicting. So I'm going to switch guitars here, and I'm going to show you the next patch that I did, which is more of like a Fender style amplifier thing. Okay, so my next preset is, I called it Fender-ish. So what I have going on here is, and I'll show you, I have again a compressor, Legendary 87. I have the BD2, which I'm assuming it's a blues driver from Boss. Amps, I have a US Fender Deluxe 64. Cabinet, I chose a 112 US Deluxe 64. And let's see here. I have, again, analog delay, and I have spring reverb. And the cool part is I added a wah pedal to it, which I'm using a small expression pedal plugged into the unit to activate that. And it's on a 600 millisecond shutoff, so when I go to heal, it'll shut off on its own, which is kind of cool. So anyway, so here's how this sounds. I'm going to put it in, I'll play it in preset mode first. So now if I put it into Stompbox mode, I set up some of these parameters so that I can shut them on and off. So this will shut off the compressor on and off. This will shut off the blues driver on and off. And I have these two set up for the delay and the reverb. So without those on, without the compressor, here's just the amp and the sim. Then I could add the compressor. then the drive. Then I could add the delay. And then the reverb. And here's without the delay, so you can hear the reverb. Put it in position 4. And then my expression pedal on the floor, I will engage it and you can hear the wah. I'll put it to heel, and then it shuts off. Anyway, I think this thing sounds really, really good. I'm really impressed with it thus far. I've only had it like a couple of hours really of time of messing with it. I think last night when I unboxed it and got it, you know, plugged in and started to mess with it, it got late. And then this morning when I got up, I started messing with it a little bit and got it all working. So, you know, next up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the interface, and then we're going to run stereo XLR so I can, you know, really enjoy the stereo effects that this thing can offer. Anyway, so far so good. I'm impressed with this. I like the interface. I like how you can pretty much just touchscreen drag stuff around. It's pretty simplified, especially coming from, like I said, Stompbox land. I think some of the other ones are a little bit confusing for me, and you know, I've been out of the multi-effects loop for a long time, so I think this was probably the best idea. Anyway, if you have one of these things and you have any tricks or any advice, please leave it in the comments below. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see here, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell icon thing. All of that helps out the channel, the algorithm, or whatever it does. It does help it out, and I greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for watching Vinny the Axe. Take it easy.